So we decided that we would do Buster Poindexter. That's me.
Let's just dance now.
Singing the songs of David Johansen.
What is that?
That's me.
Well, let's just dance.
And so here we are, both of us.
Let's just dance.
There's a little Colombian guy cleaning his nails with a stiletto. We're trying to start a band. We need a singer.
Yeah.
I'm in. Morrissey. He loved him some dolls.
It's such fantastic music.
The personality.
I was dancing like a gazelle.
Didn't you once get arrested for impersonating a woman?
Yeah, I had to go to jail dressed like Liza Minnelli.
You were in the vanguard of punk. You just decided that you had enough of it.
Singing hot, hot, hot. Buster Poindexter.
Shout Out Hot is like the bane of my existence. I was a one-hit wonder twice.
Where am I? Who am I?
We were a band's band. To have influence like that, I think, is really good.
You think I'm
You spend a lot of time putting on a show
hard to go.
while you're keeping hidden other aspects of your life.
It's best to leave an incomplete picture of yourself.
It took us so long to grow up.
What's the rush?
Yeah, I've been sold.
My show is out of the ordinary. Vegetarian, straight, gay, whatever. I just wanted to bring those walls down and have a party.
I need protection from the cold.
In his latest documentary titled Personality Crisis, One Night Only, Oscar-winning director Martin Scorsese turns his lens to the iconic David Johansen, the lead singer-songwriter of the legendary New York Dolls, and Buster Poindexter. This one-of-a-kind film is a celebration of Johansen's incredible music career and his influence on the downtown New York scene. Scorsese perfectly captures Johansen's unforgettable January 2020 performance at the Cafe Carlyle, where he brings his unique blend of swing, blues, and rock to the uptown audience. And Martin Scorsese and David Johansen join us now. A great honor to have both of you here. Thanks so much. Let's start by just talking about, Martin, how timing is everything. January 2020, a couple of months later, like the world blew up. My God, how fortunate to get it in when you did. Tell us about how this project came together.
I've, been aware of, more than aware, a great fan of the Dolls back in 72, 73. And throughout the years, I've been following the transformation, so to speak, the different personas of David into Buster Poindexter and so many other things, too. We worked together on Boardwalk Empire. Randy Poster, music supervisor, would put us together. And you did a lot of stuff for Boardwalk. Yeah. And then ultimately in vinyl, too. We even did a sequence in Personality Crisis with people performing as David and the Dolls. That was edited by David Tedeschi, who co-directed this film. And he did the films with me and Bob Dylan and that sort of thing. But during that time, I became aware, too, of his radio show, Mansion of Fun. I didn't know it was him curating it. I just would hear this music, and I'd hear different combinations of whether it was American folk, Sicilian folk, South American, Maria Callas singing Puccini, singing, I think, La Boheme, all of this sort of thing, all mixed together. And it became an inspiring kind of foundation of my listening experience, and it affected the films I made. The thing about it is that we were told that you were at the Cafe Carlyle, which normally I associate with, Cole Porter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been playing it for years, though.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, I do, a couple of 2-week runs there.
Wow.
Maybe twice a year.
Wow.
And it's a dream because you can sleep there,
in the hotel.
Yeah, it's, my dream my whole life has been like taking an elevator to work.
And I used to have this thing. I wish I could press a button and be in the dressing room, but it's the schlep that kills you.
Yeah.
It's not so much the other accoutrements.
That's right. I mean, the thing was for me, that we said, we'll go and see him at the Cafe Carlisle. We did, myself, my wife Helen, David Tedeschi, Margaret Bodie, and we watched the show. And after it was over, we looked at each other and said, we got to shoot this thing. We have to we have to get it on film. We didn't know it was going to be a film, but we wanted to record it, you know?
Yeah.
And ultimately we pulled it together. Ron Howard came in, Brian Grazer, and we pulled together enough for us to get through, I think, 2 or 3 nights of shooting at the Cafe Carlisle. Within 2 months, less than 2 months, I remember I was flying around with Irishman, opening Irishman, and less than 2 months, I think, maybe a few weeks later, was the shutdown. And we had just captured it in time.
David, if your career had ended with the New York Dolls, you would still be a rock god for what you started there and what came out of the New York Dolls. What's so extraordinary about your career is it actually reminds me culturally of, when I read Arthur Schlesinger's book on Bobby Kennedy. The cover said, the story of Bobby Kennedy is the story of our times. The story of your life, the story of your career really is the story of New York City culture from 1970 forward and some of the most vibrant times in the city's history. I'm curious, as an artist, what pushed you to move from the Dolls to Buster Poindexter to telling rabbi jokes in the Catskills to where you are right now? You kept pushing yourself. Why?
You know, between the Dolls and Buster Poindexter, I had several years of the David Johansen Group, which was, a rock and roll band. We made, 4 or 5 records and toured incessantly in a van. And speaking of the schlep that kills you, and they used to have they made this incredible invention called the Walkman. And I used to listen to tapes that good friends would send me, who were like, whose taste I admired, And I got a couple of tapes of Jump Blues, which was kind of like, I call it pre-Hays Code rock and roll. It was just like really bawdy songs and just a beautiful racket going on behind it. And I used to listen to that in the van. And I decided that I was going to do a couple of shows at Tramps, which was a saloon in my neighborhood that had music, really good music. And I was going to do 4 Mondays, as I just had the name Buster Poindexter because I didn't want to put in a Village Voice David Johansen as Buster Poindexter or anything like that. Buster Poindexter was like a new thing, so people didn't have to associate it with anything, and they didn't have to be in the audience yelling "funky but chic" or something, because I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. And anyway, it was such a success that we continued to do it, and we started doing weekends. And I lived like 2 blocks from there. I could walk to work. It was good. And then we started. The band built organically. I would look up and I would hear horns, and there would be horn players on the stage and things like that. So eventually, it became this big swinging band. And we made a record, and it started. That was the beginning of the end.
How liberating was it for you to be able to step out of yourself as David Johansen and take on this character?
It's a great conceit. It's not like even like I invented the character, so to speak, because it's really me. And it's me kind of like, unchecked. Whereas like when I used to do the David Johansen show, I used to kind of like try to present this like ideal image of myself, without any of the shadows, so to speak. And with Buster, it just gave me a chance to kind of let it all hang out. But, it wasn't like planned or anything. It just kind of turned out like that.
Your songs are just as vibrant today as they were in the early 1970s. Do you ever give yourself a chance to stop and say, it's been a wild ride, but damn it, at the core of it, I'm a pretty good musician?
Yeah, it's like I don't go around thinking like I'm this or that or the other thing. I'm just like me, and when I do think about it, I'll give you an example, Joe. When Morrissey got us, the Dolls, together to do a concert in London at the Meltdown Festival, I don't know how many years ago it was, but it was probably, 15 years ago or something. But I was kind of hesitant because, like, the Dolls, I had, over the years, I had just, like, taken on, like, the journalists kind of, they were trashy, they were flashy, they were junkies, whatever, And that was about as far as I went with it. I mean, this is, after years. So I started listening to the records to prepare for the show. And I was quite surprised at how good they were, because I don't really sit around listening to my own records at home, So they were very musical and pretty genius lyrics, if I do say so myself, and fun, a lot of fun they were.